Yeah, I spent most of my professional career working for large organizations. I spent about 6 years in marketing, about 6 years in finance, and about 10 years in general management. And this in the insurance business, in the project management, in the banking sector, and also in agricultural chemicals. Then about 10 years ago, I decided to start my own company, and I dedicated my work to creativity and innovation. My work is centered around creativity and innovation. What is creativity? We have many definitions of creativity. I believe there is a very simple one, and that is imagining something new and making it happen. It's important to imagine something new. It's important also to make it happen, not to stop at imagination. So in some ways, creativity is action. I'll give you an example. Here I have two rubber bands, you see, one behind the other. And it is impossible to separate them without taking them off the fingers. But if you imagine that you can do it, then maybe you really can do it. I started doing magic a long time ago, but I didn't bring it into my work until about 10 years ago. In fact, for quite a few years, I did not want to put the word magician on my CV. But now I decided I must. It's part of myself, and magic can be a very powerful metaphor for the kind of messages I like to convey to people. This is a business book. It's also an art book. And this is because I wanted a business book with a visual identity, but I did not want to have graphs or pie charts or flow charts or 2x2 matrices. So I went to a real artist, my friend Umitinachi in Cyprus, and I asked him to design the book, and he produced 16 different paintings, and this is one of them. And these paintings represent various elements that are important for innovation in organizations. It's called The Art of Innovation, Integrating Creativity in Organizations. Okay, it's possible. I'm not saying it's easy, but it's possible. First, leaders have to understand that innovation depends on there are lots of things that drive innovation in organizations. It's not just one thing. There are elements that are related to structure. You have to have a target, you have to have a system to deliver innovation. Then there is a culture. The elements of culture are freedom, engagement, ideas, risk, and other things as well. Plus, leaders have to have an understanding of how creativity works and value creativity themselves. So if you bring all these elements together, then you can have an organization that is continuously creative, that innovates in a, let me use the word, in a sustainable way. But it's lots of things. It is possible. You will find that some companies are more creative than others, and some are really very uncreative. Usually, in the private sector, if you're in a competitive business, usually this is because the competitors are also uncreative. And all you need is to be a little bit more creative than your competitor. When somebody discovers creativity and innovation and introduces change in the industry and takes advantage of it, then the others will either have to follow or do better. So some sectors are slower, but they cannot be like that forever. Also, there are cases in a company confronting a crisis where companies make the decision, we will operate well, we will operate efficiently, and we'll leave innovation by the side. My belief is that this is possible, this can happen. It can't happen for a very long time. Okay, I believe in method and techniques and in systems as well and structures. These are also very important. I use the word art because I believe that to lead innovation in organizations is more of an art than a science. And the people side of it is more of an art than a science. We of course need science, and the more we can use science to our advantage, the better it is. But in the end, balancing all these different things that make an organization innovative, I believe is an art.